Since the 2-year anniversary of Inscryption is tomorrow, I decided to finally play through it and make a little video for its birthday. This is a game I've known about pretty much since it launched and was completely sold on after trying out its free demo. Still, I waited 2 years to finally play it because I honestly don't know. It just never felt like the right time to jump in. By the way, I won't be spoiling the game for you if you haven't played it, just kinda tiptoeing around some of the stuff that happens later on. The game's trailer does give prospective players just a tiny peek at what it has to offer, but if you really want to play it, just go play it. You'll probably be mad at yourself for not playing it sooner. To me, Inscryption is just like that cool new show you find on your preferred streaming platform that already has a couple seasons out. You binge the entire first season and can't wait for the chance to plop yourself back on your couch after a long day and blow through the rest of the episodes. Except you find yourself starting to lose interest in it as you watch, even though you love the characters and the world it takes place in. Season 2 might be kinda slow-paced or have a lackluster finale, and Season 3, did they hire a new writer or something? Come on. Inscryption is an imaginative, lovingly crafted work of art with a strong start that kinda peters out until the finale. The first act of the game, and there are 3, is exactly what I expected from playing the demo. It's this dark roguelike card game mixed with some mysterious escape room style puzzles. It all feels so well made, and there are a few standout moments from this act that I'll always remember. Everything in this cabin feels real, from the pieces on the table, the weight of the gold teeth on the scales, those creepy eyes staring at you all the time. I love the story and the mystery that builds around these characters. You can feel their history and the tension building in the air. Then the curveball that's been hinted at all throughout Act 1 finally gets thrown at you, and as cool as it is at first, once this novelty wears off and the game moves into the final act, you start to wonder, what happened to the brilliant, unput-downable Inscryption I was playing just a few hours ago? Don't get me wrong, I think this game does some very cool things, and it absolutely has a place on my top 10 or 20 indie games wish list. But that's all thanks to its extremely strong opening. A Roku TV said it best, I just want to be done with the game at this point. Much like that new TV show, there came a point during Inscryption where I just wanted to be finished with it. The story building in the background still kept me interested, and it's the reason why I kept playing, but the actual work of getting through to the next story bit felt me feeling worn out. I feel like this is a good time to talk about hype, expectations, and the double-edged sword that is the overwhelmingly positive review status on Steam. More specifically, how do we talk about, promote, and review games that are best experienced when going in blind? When the reviews are filled with statements like, just play it, trust me. This is one of those games that'll be more impactful the less you know of it. Do you just take the stranger's word for it? Because I agree that my experience would have been seriously affected if I had watched an in-depth review of the game before playing it. This person is on board with the other 97% of players who recommend the game, so I should trust them, right? I mean, based on the odds, more than 9 out of 10 players like this game, and that includes me. But it's more complicated than just a positive or negative score, and I think it all comes down to the extremely high expectations I had going in. Part of that's due to the game's success, another part due to me waiting 2 years to finally buy it, and another still because of the mystery surrounding it all. The "stop reading this review and go play the game already" type comments that are frequently associated with it. In the end, I guess I haven't really come to a conclusion. I love the idea behind Inscryption. It's exactly the kind of game I'd want to make myself if I didn't spend all my time making YouTube videos. But there's just really no way to prepare someone for the second half of this game without spoiling everything and ruining the fun. It's either that or go in blind, trusting the reviews of players before you and possibly being disappointed by something you never saw coming. Because Inscryption is absolutely more than meets the eye, and my relationship with it is, well, complicated.